Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news and Voice of the People television. I am Chioma Innocent.
And I am Jude, Ikami Jude.
We begin the news at 9 with the Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru, inaugurating an 8-man committee for the provision and the installation of security surveillance system along the Abuja-Kaduna highway and rail lines. Badaru said in Abuja today that the provision of the surveillance system was to checkmate the frequent security breaches along the route. You will recall that the committee headed by the Director of Joint Services in the ministry has members drawn from the security agencies. The minister further said that the inauguration of the committee signified a remarkable milestone in ensuring safety along the Abuja-Kaduna highway and the railway. He expressed the confidence in the committee's ability to deliver tangible results, thereby reinforcing federal government's commitment towards addressing security concerns on major transportation routes in the country.
And in Ibadan, the chairman, head of the Emergency Operations Center for Bodija explosion, Professor Temitope Alonge, has said apart from dead bodies recovered from the rubble of the explosion, the rocked Dejo Ayelese Street, Bodija body parts were also picked from the epicenter of the blast. This came as Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, who arrived in Ibadan to assess situations after the explosions that rocked part of the city, said whoever was found to be culpable of the man-made disaster will be dealt with decisively. It will be recalled that Governor Seyi Makinde of the state last weekend presented a report on the explosion to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the presidential villa in Abuja, where he said so far 5 persons have been confirmed dead, while 77 people were said to be injured in the blast. He also noted that the federal government will not be hasty in making any categorical statement until the forensic report of the investigation was released. Meanwhile, some geologists from the University of Ibadan were on ground to conduct the integrity test on the epicenter and the structure.
Now to politics in Ogun State. 18 of the 26 members of the State Assembly voted for the Speaker of the Assembly, Kunle Oluomo's impeachment at the plenary session today. Oluomo was impeached for alleged embezzlement of funds, high-handedness, and related offences. The Assembly immediately elected a member, Oludaisi Elemide, as the new Speaker. Giving his maiden speech after the impeachment, the new Speaker asked for calm amongst the members. He also stated that the impeachment was not targeted against the governor of the state, Dakpo Abiodun, as been speculated in some quarters. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had on September 6, 2022, arraigned Oluomo before a federal high court sitting in Lagos over an alleged 2.475 billion naira money laundering charge.
Meanwhile, a River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has struck out a suit seeking to restrain the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, from presenting afresh the 2024 budget before the Martin Emanuel-led lawmakers. The suit brought before the court by the lawmaker representing Boni constituency in the House, Victor Jumbo, and 8 others under the urges of Rivers elders seeks to declare the peace agreement brokered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's unconstitutional. The other claimants are Senator Bennett Birabi, Senator Andrew Uchendu, Chief Anabas, Sarah Ibe, Rear Admiral O.P. Fingasi, and Kyo Briggs and Emmanuel Demina. The suit also seeks to restrain the 27 lawmakers said to be loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, from parading and functioning as lawmakers based on their defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress, as well as restraining Fubara from reappointing the 9 commissioners who resigned their positions.
Up next, and the policemen dispersed lawmakers with tear gas in Plateau State. These and more after the break. Do stay with us. policemen today used tear gas to disperse the sacked People's Democratic Party PDP lawmakers from the premises of the Plateau State House of Assembly. The 16 PDP lawmakers who were sacked by the Court of Appeal had arrived at the Assembly complex today demanding to be admitted into the sitting of the House. Policemen and other security operatives stormed the premises of the Government House to deny the sacked lawmakers entry into the chambers of the House of Assembly, but the embattled lawmakers had vowed not to vacate the premises.
Aloy Ejimako, one of the lawyers to the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, said that the Supreme Court has released the certified true copy CTC of its ruling on Nnamdi Kanu. In a post on X on Monday, Ejimako stated that the court also promised to transmit the case file to the Federal High Court by Tuesday, which is today. Last week, Kanu's family decried the Supreme Court's delay in the release of the CTC of its ruling on Kanu's matter. The Supreme Court had on December 15, 2023, set aside the ruling of the Apex Court of the Appeal Court, which had in its earlier verdict set the IPOB leader free from the terrorism charge slammed against him by the federal government. The Apex Court ruled that instead, Kanu should be tried at the appropriate court.
Operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, have arrested the president of Miyetti Allah Kautar Hore, Bello Bodejo, over the creation of a vigilante group in Nasarawa State. Bodejo was arrested today at the Miyetti Allah's head office, Tudun Malia Cattle Market, in the Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. The DSS operatives, alongside some soldiers of the Nigerian army, reportedly stormed the Miyetti Allah's head office close to Goshen Church at about 3:40 p.m. today as they drove off after arresting Bodejo at the gate. A DSS source who confirmed the arrest to newsmen revealed that Bodejo was arrested over fears that the creation of the Nomads vigilante group could cause violence across the country. He added that the group was not registered with the DSS, with the police or any other security agencies, hence it is not recognized by the federal government.
Let's get to Edo State now, where the Edo State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has said that no aspirant has been screened or disqualified from the governorship race. A 6-man committee led by the House of Representatives member Onwa Edo State, Julius Ehobere, was set up last Monday to look into ways to prune the number of aspirants from 29 to a manageable number. After the committee met with the aspirants, a report emerged that the committee had screened and pruned the number of the aspirants to 10, then 6, and finally 4, a development which is causing rancor in the party. Debunking the report on Tuesday, the State Publicity Secretary of the party, Peter Nwadiai, said Ihobere committee was an advisory one and not a screening committee. He said that the committee was to meet with aspirants and see how the numbers could be punched down to so that their primary, which would be held in February, would be free of rancor.
And the United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is currently in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Blinken touched down at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 4 p.m., from where he would proceed to the presidential villa to meet with the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Although he is on tour of Africa, Blinken will later depart to Lagos at about 10 p.m. for other engagements scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday, and he's expected to depart Nigeria for Angola later tomorrow night.
In the educational sector, primary school teachers in the Federal Capital Territory FCT today staged a protest at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. The protesting teachers accused the FCT area councils of poor attention to their welfare. The teachers protested the non-payment of salary arrears, promotion arrears, and new minimum wage arrears since 2019. The teachers asked the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene in the matter. They also called for a review of the structure of primary education in the country as they urged the federal government to take up the administration of primary schools from the local government councils. Primary schools teachers in the FCT have been on strike for over a week now, but they said no concrete response has been gotten from the authorities yet.
In a recent development, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, touched down in Budapest, the capital of Hungary, today to speak with the management of Magnus Aircraft Group to find ways on how to build the manufacturing and assemblage of aircraft capacity in Nigeria. Keyamo's visit is in honor of an invitation sent to him by Magnus Aircraft Group to attend its product introduction event, a useful way to explore areas of collaboration and strategic partnership that will be beneficial for both parties. The highlight of the visit was a meeting with Magnus Aircraft CEO Boris Laszlo, who guided the delegation through the company's state-of-the-art facilities. The tour covered the production line, assembly of composite parts, painting, aircraft parts assembly, engine installation, final quality checks, test flight, and quality handover. Keyamo's visit is in honor of an invitation sent to him to explore Magnus Aircraft's new airline product. Coming up next, business, entertainment, and sports. Do stay tuned. The 9 p.m. news continues.
American business magazine Forbes has ranked the chairman of Geregu Power, Femi Otedola, as the 20th richest in Africa with a fortune of $1.1 billion. In a publication on Monday, Forbes said Aliko Dangote retained the top spot as Africa's richest with a fortune of $13.9 billion. The magazine said 20 billionaires on the 2024 Forbes list of Africa's richest are worth a combined $82.4 billion. That's up $900 million from last year's $81.5 billion. Forbes attributed the gain to the return of Otedola, who last appeared on the Forbes Africa list in 2017 when he held a controlling stake in field distributor Forte Oil. Otedola had phased out his oil investments during a government push to privatize the country's energy business in 2013, using a Forte subsidiary to purchase Geregu, a public power generation plant.
In entertainment, Grammy-winning singer Damini Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, has matched his Nigerian counterpart Tems as the artist from Nigeria with the highest number of entries on the Billboard Hot 100. Achieving these milestones, Burna Boy's collaboration with 21 Savage and Metro Boomin, titled Just Like Me, entered the Hot 100 chart at 67, marking his 5th entry. Following the feat, Burna Boy now shares the record for the most Billboard Hot entries for a Nigerian/African artist with Tems, with 5 each. Burna Boy had previously been on the chart with Loved by You with Justin Bieber, Last sitting on top of the world with 21 Savage, and Taliban Stew with Byron Messiah. Other Nigerians who have made entries on the chart include Wizkid with 4 songs, Rama with 1 song, Fireboy with 1 song, and CK with 1 song. Finally, in sports, Liverpool assistant manager Pep Lijdensen stated today that Mohamed Salah has returned to England for treatment on a hamstring tear to give him the best possible chance to be available for the African Cup of Nations final should Egypt make it. Salah was forced to watch from the stands as Egypt secured their passage to the last 16 of the competition in a dramatic fashion on Monday after a 2-2 draw with Cape Verde. The two-time African Player of the Year hobbled off during his country's second game of the tournament against Ghana, but the Egyptian Federation have maintained hope he could return should the Pharaohs progress far in the tournament. However, legendaries suggested that only the final on February 11 is realistic, even if Salah's recovery goes as planned.
Defending champions Senegal secured top spot in Group C at the 2023 African Cup of Nations after beating Guinea 2-0 in an ill-tempered encounter. Abdoulaye Seck headed the Teranga Lions in front from a free kick, and Lilman Ndiaye sealed victory with a fine low finish in the final minute. Guinea knew they would go through before kickoff and finished third after Cameroon beat the Gambian 3-2. Cameroon were heading out. Now they are through to the last 16 and not even as one of the best third-place teams. Senegal's second goal against Guinea means they are through in second place, combined with the fact that the Gambians' potential equalizer for 3-3 was ruled out for handball. Senegal progressed from the group stage as the only side with a 100% record. Aliou Cisse's side will now face a third-placed side from Group A, B, or F in the last 16 on Monday. And that's all on the 9 p.m. news. Thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Voice of the People TV and on all our social media platforms at VOP TV Live. I am Jude Ikami Jude.
And I am Chioma Innocent. Many thanks for watching. Have a lovely evening.